Good afternoon, everyone. A very happy Saturday to all of you. Yes, good afternoon, Om, Jignesh, Komalpreet, Asha, Dharani, Gautam, Chandana, Saima, Amit, Sneha, Aditi. Yes, Mariam, you are asked whether these classes are enough. Yes, these are enough. Like you could go back and revise to them, but you only watching videos will not help. You will have to practice also. Okay, on your own, you have to like take a paper and pen, practice, write down the formula, learn the formula, concentrate on the tips that are given by the faculty of every subject, and then you have to refer to the study material that the institute has developed. After a lot of thought process, the material has been developed, and then you should also appear for your mock exams. Okay, whenever whichever branch is closest to you, you should go and appear for your mock exam. That will give you the feel of going for an exam, because till 12th what happens is we are used to only giving a theoretical question paper, but here now you have to sit in that environment where you have to color the circles, and so all that requires a bit of time management. And so for that you should always do go and appear for your mock exams. Take mock exams online also if they are available, or some other branches. You can, if you're living very far from a branch, don't worry, don't trouble your parents with it. All you need to do is take the paper and then sit in a room where nobody will disturb you, and there is no mobile with you, only your calculator, yourself, and the question paper, and solve it and see whether or not you can finish it in the given time. Okay. I hope, Mariam, that answers your question. Yes, Venkat Lakshmi, Naveen, Pratyush, Prakriti, Mohammed, Parth, Apurva, Madhulika, Tanvi, Chanchal, Amok, Muskan, Vivekanand. Yes, Neha, thank you. Thank you for attending the sessions also. All of you are so sincere. Pooja, Krishna, Ruhani, Dhruv, Ananta, Sahana, Ankita, Amit, and Ritu. Okay, and if you, after watching this, you should go back and watch the video again. Okay, so if you watched it today, tonight, or tomorrow morning, you should go and watch on the YouTube, so that all the things that we have discussed right now, those will crystallize more. Okay, and also give a thumbs up at YouTube. That helps the institute also. It motivates the institute to find out new ways and better ways of helping you in your exams. Okay, so let us now go directly to the GP. So for that, I will just revise the AP formulae. Why do we need to do that? Is because in some mixed sums, you may need to apply the AP as well as GP concepts. Okay, so what is Tn? Tn is the nth term of an AP. Okay, it is the nth term of an AP, where A is what? A is the first term. What is D? D is the common difference. And what is N? N is the number of terms in the AP. Okay. What is SS? S is the summation sum of the series. Okay. What is N? What is A? We already know. Only here now L is there. L is the last term of the series. Last term of the series. Okay. So if I have the first term and the last term, I will use this formula. If that is not available, I will use this formula, n by 2 twice A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay. In the AP, you as far as possible, remember this. Sum of the first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 upon 2. First odd natural numbers is n square. And then sum of first squares of the first natural numbers is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 upon 6. And cube summation is n into n plus 1 upon 2, the whole square. Okay. Now coming to GP, like in the AP, we were concentrating on multiplications. Here you are finding the exponentials. So 2 raised to something. Okay, so here this is one thing that you should prepare. Okay, let me just make it a little smaller. Okay, can you see now that here I've done it for 2, at least do it for 5. So that what happens is when I say 2 raised to 5, the number 32 should pop into my head. 2 raised to 9 is 5 and 2. Okay, so once you do that, and every day, like I've already told you, make a notebook of your formula, and in that you should make this. Okay, so 2 raised to 1 is 2. 2 square is 4. 2 cube is 8. Okay, so I'll just show you here. That is 2 into 1 is 2. That is 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. Okay, so which is also written as 2 cube. Okay, 2 raised to 4, which is equal to what? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So that is 16. And so on. So this is what 2 raised to 10 is 1024. 2 raised to 9 is 512. 2 raised to 8 is 256. 2 raised to 7 is 128. Whichever number you can easily remember, you can do that. Okay, 2 raised to 5 is 32. So normally you should know at least this, and from there you can go down, like, you know, not 2. 2 raised to 6, which is not x but 2. Okay, so 2 raised to 5 is this, and 2 raised to 6 is this. Okay, so similarly we can do 3 raised to 1 is 3, then 3 square is 9, 3 cube is 27. Okay, and 3 raised to 4 will be equal to 81, and so on. Okay, so you should try to make this chart with in your notebook. Now coming to geometric progression. What is a geometric progression? It is a sequence of terms. Each term is a constant multiple. Constant multiple means what? Multiplied by same number. Okay. Each term is a constant multiple of the preceding term. Preceding means one term before. Then the sequence is called as a GP. The constant multiplier is called as the common ratio. It is represented by R. Common difference in, that is D is in what? AP. Okay. And common ratio is in GP. Means what? You take a number and then you multiply it with the common ratio, you get the next number. Then the next number you again multiply with the common ratio, you'll get the next number, and so on. So if I have the first number as A, which even in AP we used to take as A, and you multiply it with the common ratio R, then A into R is AR. Again this AR I multiply with another R, I get AR square. AR square I multiply with R, I will get AR cube, and so on. And the common formula is developed as this. That is T raised to N is equal to A R raised to N minus 1. Okay. And this common ratio R is equal to Tn upon N minus 1. That is one number divided by the earlier number. How you wish to find D? D we used to find as like A3 minus A2, which is equal to A2 minus A1. Here what will happen? It will be, say, T3 upon T2, which will also be equal to T4 upon T3. Okay, and so on. So as we do the sums, things will become clear. So don't worry. All you need to remember is that in a GP, we find a common ratio, that is the second number divided by the first number, that is consecutive numbers. When they are divided, you will get a common ratio. That is, when you do the division, you should get the same number. Okay. Then coming to the summation. So summation of the first n terms of a GP is given by A S n is equal to A r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. This formula we use when r is greater than 1. Okay. And when r is less than 1, it is A 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r when r is less than 1. Okay. This you should know for the theoretical part. For practical purposes, you just have to remember 1, because in case you use this formula when r is less than 1 or greater than 1, it will not matter, because it is going to only affect the sign. The magnitude is going to remain the same. So only for theoretical purposes, there are two formula. For practical purposes, just remember any one formula, you will get the same answer. Okay. So that is a big hint. So you don't have to worry, ek aur formula badhta ja raha. No, you just have to remember A 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r when r is less than 1. And when r is greater than 1, I use r raised to n minus 1. Okay. So only here you can see this, there is a difference. Okay. This only a difference of sign. This formula you must remember, because this also comes in theory as well as sums, very simple sums. If I know the series is tending to infinity, and this will happen only when this condition is satisfied, that r is less than 1. Okay, this is most important. Because they will give this formula in MCQ, then you would not, you may mark a incorrect one. Only you have to just make sure that r is less than 1, only then this rule, this formula for summation when n is tending to infinity. That is, you have an infinite series, this formula will work, that s of infinity is equal to a1 minus r. Okay. Very simple. The same formula now condenses to this. That is, this r raised to n minus 1 is going to move away, and you will get only a into 1 minus r. Okay. Is that clear up till now? All the formula are there. Yes, Mansi, Riya, Mrunalika, Akshata, Chanchal. Muskan, Prem. Yes, good afternoon. Bhumika. Khushi, just check your this connection. Yes, Harshita, I'll just see where I can find that time. In future lectures, I will just ensure that or we can request for an extra lecture and we could take a revision. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, very easy. Yes, Ankita, very easy, clear. Yes, Deepanshu. Okay, we'll just see how many sums we are able to like get it done. Okay, I don't want to rush also, otherwise the concepts won't get cleared. Also remember, like we had in AP. Okay, you remember in AP we had, if we have three numbers, we used to take them as a minus D, a and a plus D. Okay, similarly, if we have three numbers in GP, those should be taken as a upon r, a and ar. So a upon r, a and ar. Here we are also taking the five numbers, a upon r square, a upon r, a and ar in an ar square. All okay. So also remember, when you have three numbers in GP, if you have three numbers in GP and numbers are a, b, c, then b square, that is the GM, that is the geometric mean, is given by b square is equal to a into c, or b is equal to square root of a into c. Okay. So this is also another formula. Now, what are the types of questions? Questions may be that the sequence is given and you are asked to find the nth term. Sometimes the terms are given and then you are asked to find the series, the sequence. Or third type of question is you are asked to find the geometric mean. Fourth type of sums are you are asked to find the sum of the series. And fifth are the mixed sums. Those are the sums that you get worried about where there is an AP and GP, that is a combined sum. So don't worry, you just have to understand and then you will be able to solve them. Okay. Now let us do this sums. This is exercise 6B. Okay. So we are starting with the first sum. Now the seventh term of the series 6, 12, 24. 6, 12, 24, etc. We want what? Now, what is the formula? Tn is equal to a r raised to n minus 1. Okay, what is a here? A is 6. What is r? That we have to find out. What is n? They are asking you for the seventh term. So n is 7. Now I have to find r. So what do I do? R is equal to a2 upon a1, which is equal to a3 upon a1, a2. Okay, a2, this is a1, this is a2, this is a3, and so on. Okay, or you can take t1. Okay, so let me change this. You can use any symbol, that is not an issue, but since we are writing it in terms of t, let me take it in terms of t. Okay, this is 24. This is my T1, this is my T2, this is my T3. Okay, T1, T2, T3. What am I asked to find? T7. So I have been asked to find T7. Now R will be equal to T3 upon T2, which is equal to T2 upon T1. What is T3? 24 upon 12. How much is 24 upon 12? 2. And what is T2 upon T1? T2 upon T1 is equal to 12 upon 6, which is also equal to 2. So this is R. So R is how much? R is 2. Okay. So R is 2. Now let me put T7 is equal to A R raised to 7 minus 1. So this is equal to A R raised to 6. T7 is AR raised to 6. Okay, you should be able to very clearly visualize this because every time there is no need to write R raised to n minus 1. Okay, you can just simply, if this is 7, this will be 6. If this is 5, that will be 4. Okay, so T7 is AR raised to n. So T7, A is how much? 6. R is how much? 2 raised to 6. Okay, so I always remember that 2 raised to 5 is 32. So 2 raised to 6 will be 32 into 2. 30 into 2 is 64. So 6 into 64, which is equal to 4, 384. Okay, so what is the answer? 384. So A will be the correct answer. Okay. Okay. So A will be the correct answer. Okay. So just remember this. I should be able to write it very quickly and that will help me get the answer. Also, remember in AP, in GP problems, what happens? They will purposely try to confuse you with this type of thing. 384, 834, 438 because you are in such a hurry that you may tick mark the incorrect one. So just be sure that you are just paying attention to the numbers. Okay. Next question is T8 of the series. So this is my T1, T2, T3, and so on. Okay, that is the same series as question number 1, and they're asking you to find out T8. Okay, so can I now write down N is equal to A R raised to N minus 1? Okay. So that is T8 is equal to how much? A R raised to 7. Okay, I should be able to write this very easily. A is how much? 6. R is how much? 2, because earlier sum we have just calculated. That's why. Otherwise, I will have to do the calculation. So, 2 raised to 7. Okay. So, 6 into, I already know that 2 raised to 5. Okay. This is how I remember. 2 raised to 7 is 2 into 2 into 2 raised to 5. Okay. 5, 6, 7. So, what do I do is, this is 4 into 32. Okay. This is the way I remember. But don't worry. You can also do it on the calculator. 2 into 2 into 2. How many times you're going to do it? You're going to do it the 6 times. You're going to press the multiplication button and you will get the answer. So this is what 4 into 32 is. 128. So this is equal to 48. 4. So let us see. 6. 128 into 6. 128 into 6. So answer is 768. The answer is 768. Where is 768? Again, I'm telling you that they are going to confuse you. So this is the answer. Okay. 768. Now, when there are simple sums, yes, I'm very confident. What happens when there are minus sign, plus sign? I might make a mistake of forgetting to multiply the minus sign. Third type of sums that I'm afraid of is where the decimals or fractions are involved. So right from now, right from today, you are going to say that I'm confident of doing these types of sums. Okay, you are not going to be afraid of them. So let us try this. What is happening in this sum is minus 128, 64, minus 32. So all the odd numbers have a negative sign and all the even numbers have a even placed numbers. Okay, that is first number, third number, those are all negative. Second number, fourth number will be positive numbers. Okay, so that is what I get from here. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3 and so on. What are they asking you to find out? T12. Okay, so what do I have? Tn is equal to a r raised to n minus 1. So T12 will be equal to a r raised to 11. Okay, so here, what is A? A is minus 128. What is N? N is 12. What is R? I have to find out. So R will be equal to T3 upon T2, which is equal to how much? Minus 32 upon 64, which is equal to minus 1 by 2. 32, 2s are 64. You can also cross check it by T2 upon T1, which is equal to plus 64 upon minus 128, which is equal to minus half. Okay, so I have the value of R. What is the value of R? R I have got to be equal to minus 1 by 2. So I have T12 to be equal to minus 128 into r raised to 11. That is minus 1 half raised to 11. Okay. So minus 1 half raised to 11 is 1024 upon 2. Okay. Because I know that 2 raised to 10 is equal to 1024. Okay. I already know that. I have learned that much. See, there is always the option of doing it on the calculator. So you could do that also. 128 into minus sign. When you are multiplying it 11 times, you get a minus sign. So this is minus 1 upon 2 raised to 11 can be written as 1024 into 2. So this is equal to minus into minus will become plus. So 128 upon 1024 into 2 is 2048. Now let me try to divide 2048 by 128. I get, don't divide 128 upon 2046. What will happen? 128 upon 2046. If I try to do that, 128 divided by 2048, I get as 0.62. Okay, if I do it on calculator, I will get 0.60. 0.06 25. But none of the answers are like this. They are in fractions. When they are in fractions, you have to multiply the denominator with the numerator. And so I get 1 upon 16 as the answer. Okay, so C will be the correct answer. So, or simple, you can, on the calculator, multiply 2 so many times, up like 11 times, and you will get 2048 also. Okay, so either of the methods, whichever method you are comfortable with, stick to that method. 4 दिन एक मेथड, 4 दिन वो मेथड, ऐसा मत कीजिए. आपको जो मेथड पसंद आएगा आप उसको फॉलो करते रहिए. Okay, so be confident, be used to a particular way of solving it. Okay, especially when you are using the calculator. And again I'm repeating that from July onwards you are going to use a single calculator that is going to be there with you till December. You're not going to change the model, you're not going to change this thing. Okay, one only you need. Don't ask before the exam to buy a new calculator. No, whatever calculator you're using, use that. Ensure, but just ensure that the batteries are new. Okay, nothing else you will need. And always have a calculator which has the batteries which are well, like they are well charged. Now, the fourth term of the series, this is, okay, so first sum we have done, which is very simple, okay, simple numbers. Now we had done after that negative, positive. Now we are taking a sum with decimals, okay. So even though it may appear that we are just doing the similar sums of finding the nth term, but the complexities are different. The way of handling the sums are different, okay. So let us do this. The fourth term of the series is, okay, so this is my T1, this is my T1, this is my T2, this is my T3. Now T4, fourth term of the series is given by A r raised to 3. Now A is how much? 0.04. N is 4. R is how much? R is T2 upon T1. T2 is 0.2 upon 0.04, which is equal to how much? 5. And it is also, R is also equal to T3 upon T2, which is equal to 1 upon 0.2, okay, which is also equal to 5. It is always better to calculate R twice because there may be a mistake. Sometimes, how much? It is equal to 5. So C is the correct answer. The last term of the series up to 10 terms. So last term up to 10 terms means what? T10 they are asking. T10 will be equal to A r raised to 9. This is my T1, this is my T2, this is my T3. Now A is how much? A is 1. N is how much? N is 10. R is how much? We have to find out. R will be equal to T3 upon T2, which is equal to 4 upon 2. Answer is 2. R is also equal to T2 upon T1, which is equal to 2 upon 1. So R is 2. That is confirmed. So T10 is equal to A is 1 into R raised to, that is 2 raised to 9. Okay. So 2 raised to 9 will be 5 and 2. Yes. So this is my correct answer. Okay. Now we are going to find out some terms are given and you are asked to find the sequence. Okay. Yes, Khushi understood? Clear? Shreya? Mansi? Yes, Harshita, crystal clear? Yes, Nishi, good afternoon. दीपांशु बता देंगे, क्वेश्चंस भी बताएंगे. जिया, don't repeat the same thing again because right now I'm teaching this, so we will be doing it afterwards. Priya Darshini. Okay, infinite. You just have to remember the formula, okay? For infinite, you just don't have to worry anything. See, when n is tending to infinity, when you will be, I think you've done, or you'll be doing to infinity. That means, see, you will be in the series is written as 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus so on. Okay, when this is there, it means that there is no end to the series. Then we say it's an infinite series. Okay, when the series is infinite, then I will use this. But here, see, R is 2. So here I can't use. The main important reason, thing is R should be less than 1. Okay, so R should be less than 1. So just remember that. Okay. Yes, Pratyush. It is 384, not 1.384. Or okay, you said the answer. Okay, fine. Yes. Yes, Gagan, you if you're using the same calculator for last 2 years, it is okay. No problem. If you feel the buttons have become stiff, then only you think. Prayukta, you can't use a scientific calculator. Please don't use it. Anshika, you have to identify how, AP or GP how. When there is a common difference, when the second term minus the first term is equal to the third term minus the second term, then it is an AP. When the ratios are same, okay, third term divided by second term is equal to second term divided by first term, then it is a GP. Yes. Varun, clear? Yes. मनीषा जब डिफरेंस सेम नहीं आ रहा है तो क्या करेंगे अब वी विल स्प्लिट दैट गिवन थिंग इनटू एन एपी एंड जीपी व्हिच वी विल बी डूइंग सो समटाइम्स you get a direct sum on AP or GP, sometimes you may get a sum which is composed of two parts, that is one part will become an AP, one part will become a GP. Yes, yes. Subiksha, very easy. Good. Ayush, fifth number. The last time of the series that you want. Manisha, it will not matter whether one is a number and another is a fraction, okay? That should not matter. The difference should come to the same thing. You multiply a number from, like, if you have 1 minus half, you can write it 1 minus 1 by 3, suppose. So it will be 2 by 3, okay? Then next also you should get 2 by 3. Yes, Bhumika, it is a good one. Okay? So, some terms are given and you are asked to find the sequence. Let us do that. So, this is an example. Find the GP where fourth term is 8 and eighth term is this thing. Okay. So, fourth term, and this is the eighth term. Fourth term means what? T4. T4 can be written as ARQ. Eighth term, A8 is written as AR7. Okay. Find the GP when these terms are this. Okay. What is T4 given to you as 8? And T8 is given to you as 128 upon 625. Okay. These numbers are given. When this is given, all okay. Important step is divide the given terms. Okay. So what do? I will write T8 upon T4, which is equal to A R raised to 7 upon A R raised to Q, which is equal to this. A will get cancelled. And remember, in indices, A raised to M upon A raised to N is equal to A raised to M minus N. So this will become what? R raised to 7 minus 3, which is equal to R raised to 4. This is the most important step. If you are able to master this step, then nobody can stop you from getting full marks. So A R raised to 4. How much is T8? T8 is 128 upon 625 divided by T4. T4 is 8. Okay. So this will become how much? R raised to 4 will become 128 upon 625 into 8. Okay. So this is what 8 ones are, 8 ones are, and this is 16. So R raised to 4 is equal to 16 upon 625. Okay. Now, depending on this number, you will get. So this is 4. So this is what? 2 raised to 4. Okay. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 2 is 16. So this is not 24. It's looking like 24. No? This is 2 raised to 4 upon pi raised to. Okay. So R raised to 4 is equal to 2 raised to 4 upon pi raised to 4. Whatever this number is, okay, whatever this number is, you are writing, taking fourth root on both sides, okay, taking fourth root on both sides, we get R to be equal to fourth root of 2 raised to 4 upon pi raised to 4, which is, why is this 4 coming so big? This is 2 raised to 4 will give you 2 upon 5. Now got R is equal to 2 upon 5. I will put it here. Okay. Next step. Substitute in any one equation. Okay. So how much do I have? AR cube is equal to 8. T4, which is equal to AR cube, is equal to 8. So 8 is equal to A into R is 2 by 5. 2 upon 5 cube. Okay. So A will be equal to 8 into 5 cube upon 2 cube. Now I know 2 cube is 8. I know 2 cube is 8. So this 2 cubes cancels with this 8 and I'm left with 5 cube is 125. So the series now becomes this. 125, 50, 28, 60. Okay, 16 upon 25. I'll show you. The first, this GP is equal to AR, AR cube, AR4, and so on. Okay, now what is my A? What is my value of A? A is equal to 125. What is R? R is equal to 2 upon 5. So, what will I write here? GP, which is equal to AR, AR square, AR cube, etc. A is how much? 125. Second, A into R, that is 125 into 2 by 5. AR square, 125 into 2 square upon 5 square. Then 125 into 2 cube upon 5 cube. So 5 ones are 5, 25s are. Okay. Then 5 square is 25. 25 cancels this with 5 times. Okay, 5 cube is 125 and this becomes 125. So this is equal to how much? 125. 25 into 2 is 50. 2 square is 4. 4 into 5 is 20. And 2 cube is 8. And so on. Okay. This is how you are supposed to do this. Okay. Just get a hang of this. How we have done it. We have found out A. We found out R. I will just revise it for you. So whenever such types of sums are given where two terms are given and you are asked to find the GP, what you have to do is divide the given terms. From there you get the value of R. Using this value of R, substitute it in any one term and then you will get the value of A. Once you've got the value of A, once you've got the value of R, just have to substitute here A, AR, AR square, AR cube and so on. Okay. And substitute and you'll get the series. Vishnu, fourth. Okay, this one, see, there is nothing here. T2 upon T1. Just make sure you are writing the decimals properly. 0.2 upon 0.04. You do it on the calculator. Okay, decimals you should always do on the calculator. There, that way you will never make a mistake. Okay. Fractions you should do by hand, and this you should do by decimals you should do by calculator. Yes, Prayata, I've already explained it again. Yes, Janvi, again. Okay. So you can see all you have to do is first step, divide the given terms. What do I get by dividing? I should get the value of R. Okay, be very clear. Just don't divide and अब मैं क्या करूँ? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So once you have divided, you should find the value of R. Okay, then using this value of R, substitute in the any of the terms that are given to you, find the value of A. Okay, then after that, you get the value of A, you've got the value of R, now found the series or sequence. Okay, yes, Deepika cleared? Utkarsh understood? Yes. See, yes, R should be less than 1. Okay. So how much is your R? Minus 1. So 1 minus of minus 1 will be 2. So 1 upon 2 will be the answer. Okay. Khushi. See, I have divided the two terms. Here, what is happening? I'll just show it over here. T8. Let me take another color. See, some of you are having a issue with this. How I got this 128 upon this. See, what I have done, T8 upon T4. How much is T8? 128 upon 625. That is given to me. Divided by bigger number. This number divided by T4. T4 is 8. Okay. So, what will this be? This will become 128 upon 625 into 1 by 8. Okay. And that is why I have been able to cancel. Okay. Khushi? Apurva, why my 2 by 5 or minus 2 by 5? Yes, Pallavi, I hope you've understood. Akshata, you've understood? Great. Yes, Harshita, clear? Yes. That is why I have taken for finding this. I've used everything. Like I've used fractions, I've used decimals, I've used normal numbers. Okay, sometimes we know while practicing, we're practicing very tough sums, and when the simple one comes, I make a mistake. Okay, you should not do that. Always make sure that the simple ones you are doing perfectly. Now let us go to the 11th sum. Yes, clear? Yes. The second term of a GP is 24 and the fifth term is 81. Okay, similar sums. Second term, so T2. T2 is what? AR. R is equal to how much? 24. T fifth term of the AP is AR raised to 4 is equal to how much? 81. Step 1, divide. Okay. So T5 upon T2. T5 is AR raised to 4 upon AR. This A gets cancelled, R raised to 4 and R, you get R cube. Now R cube is equal to how much? 81 upon 24. 81 upon 24. Okay. If you find this difficult right now, so you could do that. You can write down T5 upon T2, 81 upon 24. Okay, so you can, like, if you're not comfortable right now, just do this much. This is clear? T5 upon T2 is AR4 upon AR, which is equal to R cube. T5 upon T2 is equal to 81 upon 25. Where did I get? 24, sorry. 24 or 24? Yes, 24. This is given in the question. 24. 81 upon 24. Now 81 upon 24 is equal to R3. Now this is R3, this is 81 upon 24. So I get R3 is equal to 81 upon 24. Now this, I will try to solve this. This is 3 8s and 3 27s. So R cube, 27 I can write it as 3 cube. 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 3, 27. 8 I can write it as 2 cube. Okay, that's why I've said that one slide I've shown you, you should be able to write it down. And because once you see 8, you should quickly be able to write 2 raised to 3. And so, what should I do? Nth root. Nth root. Okay. So here what is a third root? Okay. What do I do? Third root. So, R will be equal to third root of 3 raised to 3 upon 2 raised to 3. So R I'm getting as 3 upon 2. Okay. R I've got as 3 upon 2. So what is the next step? Find R. Next step is find A. Okay. How do I find A? By substitution. Always try to substitute in the simplest one. So T2 is how much? T2, which is equal to 24, which is equal to A into R. 24 into A, 24 is equal to A is how much? I don't know. R is how much? 3 by 2. Okay. So A will be how much? This 3 by 2, when I take to this side, it will flip. So this will be 24 into 2 upon 3. Okay. Cross multiplying. 3 ones are 3 8s are. So how much I'm getting? A as 16. So I've got A, I've got R. Now form the series. From the sequence. Okay. So I have A, AR, AR square, AR cube, and so on. How much is A? A is 16. A into R will be equal to 16 into 3 by 2. AR square will be equal to 16 into 3 square upon 2 square and so on. This will be 16. 16 into 3 by 2 is 48 upon 2, that is 24. 16 into 9 upon 4, that is 4 into 9 is 36 and so on. So 16, 24, 36. This is 16, 34, 24. This is not the answer. 24, 30, this is also not. This is the correct answer. Okay. So 11, you get C as the correct answer. Yes, Chandana, crystal clear? Yes, yes, very good. Next sum. The sum of three numbers of a GP is 39 and the product is 729. Okay. Here. Now here, remember all these three options, such type of sums, use options. Okay, that is first thing. Now, can you see 327, 9, 9, 327, 3, 9, 27. Now, problem is all the three are same. Numbers are same. Sometimes you get different numbers, then it is easier for me to do. Now, one thing is clear. There is 1% chance that none of these will be the answer. But most of the possibility is that either A or B or C option is the correct option. Okay, so now what do I do? Of the three, find out which of them is in GP. Of the three options, find out which of them is in the GP. So what do I do? Option A, 27 upon 3 is 9 and 9 upon 27 is how much? 1 by 3. Are they in GP? Are you getting a common ratio? No. So option A is not correct because this is 9 and this is 1 by 3. Option B, 3 upon 9, because I'm taking second term upon first term. This is equal to 1 by 3 and third term upon second term. So 27 upon 3, which is equal to 9. Are they in GP? No. Am I getting common ratio? No. Then third, C is what? 3, 9, 27. Oh, okay. So I will do 9 upon 3. 9 upon 3 is 3 and 27 upon 9. Third term upon second term. That is also 3. Yes, this is also 3. This is also 3. So this number, this is a possibility. Okay, this is possible. Okay, now I am left with either C or D can be the answer. Now let me check. 3, 9, 27. The sum of three numbers of a GP is 39. So how much is 3 plus 9 plus 27? This is 12 plus 27. This is 39. Okay, great. First condition is satisfied. But don't stop there. Do also the second condition. Both the conditions have to be satisfied for that to be your answer. Now the products. Product is 3 into 9 into 27. Okay. Product means what? Multiplication. Okay. Product word means multiplication. So 3, 9 into 27. 3 9s are 27. 27 into 27. Where is my calculator? 27 into 27 is 729. Correct? So both the conditions are satisfied. Therefore, C is the correct answer. Okay? So here in this such type of sum for GP especially even in AP, just look at the options. Like you have to do the additions and see. Yes. But problem here was both in all three A, B, C, the conditions were satisfied. Okay. First condition also, second condition also. Now I have to see which of them is the correct answer. Why? Because the numbers have to be in GP. That is, their common ratios should be same. And how do I do that? I do it this way. Okay. I just find the ratios and then I find out, I eliminate the incorrect answers and get the correct answer. In a GP, the product of the first three terms is 27 by 8. The middle term is, okay? Three terms. Okay, when we are seeing three terms, tube light should spark. Where is that formula? Where is the formula? Where is the formula? Okay. Three numbers in GP should be taken as A upon R, A and AR. We are going to use this. Okay. A upon A, AR. Okay. So A upon R into A into AR. The product means multiplication, is equal to 27 upon 8. This is given. Now, R and R get cancelled and I'm left with A cube is equal to 27 upon 8. So, A is equal to cube root of 27 upon 8, which is can be written as 27 can be written as 3 cube, 8 can be written as 2 cube. So, A is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. Normally, A is the first term. Okay. Remember. Important. Normally, A is the first term. Okay. But this is a special case. I have taken A upon R, A and AR. Okay. So what is A? It is the middle term. Okay. It is the middle term. So what I have found? 3 by 2. So where is it? 3 by 2. Okay. So this will be my answer. Okay. So don't get worried. And then because normally what we do is normally my equations is AR square, AR cube. Okay. This is the normal way, but this is a special case of three numbers. When I have three numbers, I take AR, A and AR as the numbers. Okay. So that is why you have to just be careful. Just once you found out A, that is your answer. So you don't have to go further and do anything else. You already have the answer with you. Okay. Next type of questions are you are asked to find the geometric mean. Yes, Nandini, yes, it was 24. Yes, Apurva. 16 upon 625 can be written as 2 raised to 4 upon 5 raised to 4. Yes, Prayukta, correct. Srishti, yes. Chanchal, Padma. Yes, Jia, understood. Thank you so much. Swapnali, you like my teaching? Thank you. Yes, Jia. Janani, yes, correct. Varun, correct. Abhishek, welcome to the classes. You for whatever you missed, you can watch the videos on YouTube. Nishi, we'll take one more problem and then we'll go for break. Niladhar, okay, just let me. Okay, let us do this sum and then we'll go in for a break. Okay, you tire out so fast, kids? Yes, yes, I know. Math, you always need a break after 1 hour. Yeah. But the more problems we are able to solve, the better it is for you. Okay. So, insert three geometric means between 1 by 9 and 9. Okay. Remember how we did in arithmetic means? Similarly, we are going to do. So, this is 1 by 9. Then I will write geometric mean 1, geometric mean 2, geometric mean 3, and then 9. Okay, because I need 3 geometric means. Okay, so this. What does this mean? This means that this is my A, this is my AR, this is my AR square, this is my AR cube, and this is my AR 4. Okay, so I have what? AR 4 to be equal to 9. Okay, which is will be equal to A, I know is 1 by 9, 1 by 9 R raised to 4. So 9 is equal to R raised to 4 upon 9. So R raised to 4 is equal to 9 into 9. R will be equal to 9 nines are 81, will be fourth root of 81. If I see 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27, 27 into 3 is 40, is 81. So can you see my fingers? This is 3, 3 into 3 is 9, 9 into 3 is 27, 27 into 3 is 81. So how many numbers? 3 raised to 4. So R is equal to fourth root of 3 raised to 4. So this is equal to 3. Okay. So I've got A to be equal to 1 by 9 and I've got R to be equal to 3. Okay. So what will be my GM1? GM1 is equal to AR. Okay, this is my GM1, this is my GM2, and this is my GM3. AR 1 upon 9 into 3. So answer is 1 by 3. GM2 is equal to AR square, which is equal to 1 by 9 into 3 square, which is equal to 1. And GM3, which is equal to AR cube, which is equal to 1 by 9 into 3 cube. So that is 27 upon 9, that is equal to 3. Is that correct? Okay. So this is the way you get the answer. Right? Just write down how many geometric means are there. Write down the two numbers and write down. In AP also, you are doing the same thing. Arithmetic progression. Here also you need to do the same. Yes, Muskan, clear. Chanchal, crystal clear. Yes. Excellent, excellent. Yes, Harshita, you are enjoying. GP means, Nishit, GP means geometric progression and GM means geometric means. You are inserting the mean into a geometric progression. Okay, GM into an GP. Okay. Yes. So let us take a break of 10 minutes or 5 minutes is enough. So let us do that. Let us take a break of 5 minutes and come back. Yes. Ashok ji. Yes. Welcome back. So you are asked to find the sum of the series. Okay. Now we will go into sum of the series. What is the formula for sum of the series? Sn is equal to A r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 when r is greater than 1. Okay. Now let us see. How do I find r? T1, T2, T3, T4. Okay. Is T3 upon T2 is 4 upon 2, which is equal to 2. R is also equal to T2 upon T1, which is equal to 2 upon 1, which is equal to 2. Okay. So once I know that, now what is A? A is equal to 1. What is R? R is equal to 2 up to 8 terms. Okay. So N is also given. N is equal to 8. So S of 8 is equal to 1 into 2 raised to 8 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. Now let us see how much is 2 raised to 8. I have to see. Okay. So I already know 2 raised to 5 is 32. So 32 into 2 into 2 into 2. 256. Okay. So this is equal to 1 into 256 minus 1. Denominator 2 minus 1 is 1. So answer is 255. Okay, answer is 255. Okay, let us go to the next sum. Find the sum of n terms. Okay, yes, this is an important sum wherein you can see that both, yes, Sanjana done. Yes. Yes, Dhruv. Palak samjha? Pooja, you have to just take the study material from the institute, okay? Once you register for your this thing, foundation, you get the books, right? So first you have to register. And if you, even if you're not, and like you're still in your 10th and 11th, and if you're still not registered, all the study material is freely available on the ICAI website. So you can go to the website, go to the student section and download it from there. Okay. Now let us do the others. Next sum. Find the sum up to n terms of this. How much is A? A is 6. How much is N? N is N. Now we have to find R. So this is T1, T2, T3 and so on. Now, what do I do? If I say R is equal to 27 upon 6, how much is 27 upon 6? 4.5. And then T3 upon T2, 128 upon 27. One 128 upon 27 is 2.8 raised to 10 this. No, okay. 128 divided by 27 is 4.7. Ari, this R is not coming same. So, obviously, this is not an AP. Now, let me check, not a GP. Let me check if it is an AP. So, 27 minus 6 is 21. 128 minus 27 is 101. Not an AP also. Now, what to do? So, whenever you have such things, just try to find out to which numbers do this resemble. And that is why that slide where I'm asking you to find the squares and cubes and are x raised to 4, x raised to 5. If you do that, you will find that this is very near to 5, 5 square, 5 cube, 5 raised to 4. Okay, very near. But they are not the same, right? Because it is not like this. 5 square I know is 25. This is 27. 5 cube I know is 125. This is 128. So that it is important that I rewrite the given sequence. Okay. So whenever you're faced with such problem, like everybody asking now how to make out whether it's an AP or a GP, you have to like try to find out. Okay. Find out D, that is common difference, and find out R. Which of them is same, you will know whether it's an AP or a GP. Okay. So what I have to do is, in such cases, I have to rewrite the equation. Rewrite the equation. Okay. How do I do that? Now I know this is very similar. Okay. So I will write 6 as 5 plus 1 plus. Now 27, I can write it as 25 plus 2. Then 128, 5 cube is what? 125. So I will write it as 125 plus 3. 5 raised to 4 is 625 plus 4 and so on. Okay. Now what I do is I take the numbers with 5 together and I take the other numbers together. So what am I left with is 5 plus 25 plus 125 plus 625 and so on. And then I will get a second series plus 1, this number I'm writing. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on. How can I write this? This can be written as 5. 25 can be written as 5 square, 5 cube, 5 raised to 4 and so on. And this I have to again write it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus so on. Okay. So I know that this is a GP and this is an AP. Okay. So what is the sum of a GP? Sn is equal to GP. Sn is equal to A R raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. What is the value of A here? A is 5. R is how much? 5 square upon 5. That is R is also 5. So I can write this as this is equal to 5 upon 5 raised to n minus 1 upon 5 minus 1. R minus 1 is 5 minus 1 is 4. Plus, and what is this AP? AP, this is addition of the first and natural numbers. The summation of first and natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 upon 2. So this is n into n plus 1 upon 2. So this is how you are supposed to write down this answer. Okay. Understood? Now let us go to the next one, which is also an important and very different way of solving. So these are the few questions. Kaushik, yes, excellent, yes, excellent. Yes, Muskan, yes. Yes, Bidisha, Yes, you've answered after a very long time, Vidisha, today. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now, when you are faced with such problems, 3 plus 33 plus 333, or you have 7 plus 77 plus 777, these are the steps you need to follow. Take common out, divide and multiply by 9, and write 9 as 10 minus 1. Okay. If you do, you will get the answer. What I suggest is that for such then you don't have time to solve such big questions in the exam. So for 3 and 5 and 7, just write them down. Okay, solve and just write them down in one place, and you are good to go. 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. So this huge sums will not be there. Only this is there for your understanding. Similarly for 0.7, 0.77, okay, same thing you have to do. Take common out, divide and multiply by 9, and then write 0.9 as 1 minus 0.1. Okay. This sum again is given in the book for your understanding, so most of it you should try to understand only. Now let us go to this sum, the sum of the series. You are asked to find the sum of the series. So here we have 2, minus 2, 6, minus 18, okay, up to 7 terms. So just be careful because there is a minus sign and plus sign, okay. So you have to be careful with the sign. So these are the questions that you have. Sn is equal to A 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r when r is less than 1, okay. So what is a value of A? A is minus 2. What is the value of R? R will be equal to, this is T1, T2, T3. Okay, so R is how much? 6 upon minus 2, which is giving you minus 3. R is also equal to T3 upon T2, minus 18 upon 6, which is equal to minus 3. Okay, so I've got the value of R, I've got the value of A. So I know that this series is what? This series is a GP. Okay. Because I'm getting the same R, I know that this is a GP. So sum up to the 7th term is equal to minus 2, 1 minus minus 3 raised to 7 upon 1 minus of minus 3. So this is minus 2 upon 4, because minus of minus becomes plus, 1 plus 3 is 4. And then what do I have? 1 minus 3 raised to 7 is how much? 3 raised to 7. I have to find out. How much is 3 raised to 7? 2187. Okay, 3 raised to 7 is 2187. This is with a minus sign. Okay, so this is very important that I remember that this is with a minus sign. Okay, why minus? Because it is minus raised to a odd number. When the minus sign is raised to an odd number, the answer that you are getting will be minus. So 1 minus of this thing. So this is minus, this is 2 ones are, this is 2 twos are. So this is 1 upon 2. 1 minus of minus, this becomes 2188. So when I divide, I get minus 1094. Okay, so 1094 with a minus sign, A will be the correct answer. Okay. The sum of the series up to 8 terms. So I have Sn to be equal to A 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r. A is how much? 243. R is how much? T2 upon T1, and R is also equal to T3 upon T2. This is T1, T2, T3. So 81 upon 243, which is equal to how much? 1 upon 3. T3 upon T2, 27 upon 81, which is also equal to 1 upon 3. How much is A? A is 243. How much is R? R is equal to 1 by 3. How much is N? N is equal to 8. So S of S of 8 is equal to S of 8 is equal to 243 into 1 minus 1 upon 3 raised to 8 upon 1 minus 1 upon 3. 1 minus 1 upon 3 will be 2 by 3. So this is equal to 243. The number in the denominator is 2 by 3. When it is taken to the numerator, it will flip. So this will become into 3 by 2 into how much is 3 raised to 8? It should be 1 minus 1 upon 2187. 2187 into 3. 2187 into 3, which is 6561. 6561. So this will be equal to this is a huge number. Okay. And when you are getting this in the denominator, you are not getting 30, you are not getting 9, you are not getting 36. That is obviously not getting 36. Okay. So what this means is that I think none of these will be the answer. Yes. So this is none of these. Okay. Because once you solve this, you will find that you are not getting either of these numbers. Okay. Next is the sum of the series this up to 18 terms. Okay. So Sn is equal to A r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. What is the series? A is equal to 1 upon root 3. R is equal to T2 upon T1. T2, T1, T3. Okay. T2 upon T1 is 1 upon root 3. This is 1. T2 is 1. 1 upon root 3 is root 3. Now, T3 upon T2, 3 upon root 3 upon 1. Okay. Which is equal to 3 upon root 3. Okay. This is the most important part here because some of us are not comfortable with square roots. So I must remember this, that this 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. Okay, this 3 can be written as this. That is the most important step here, upon root 3. And this, okay, so this is root 3 upon root 3 upon root 3. So 1 root 3 will get cancelled and you're left with root 3. Okay. So don't get worried. You just have to use your common sense and be very, don't panic and you get the answer. So R is root 3, A is this much, N is how much? N is 18. Okay. So you have S of 18 to be equal to 1 upon root 3 into root 3 raised to 18 minus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. Okay. Now root 3 raised to 18. Remember, root 3 square is 3. Okay, here we have written root 3 into root 3. So root 3 square is 3. So root 3 raised to 18 can be written as root 3 raised to 9 into 2. Okay, 18 can be written as 9 into 2. So which I write it as root 3. Okay, remember indices a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. Okay, we are using the same thing. So root 3 square will give you 3 raised to 9. Okay, so what I have here is 1 upon root 3, and this can be written as root 3 raised to 9 raised to 2. I'll just change the color so that this root 3 raised to 18 minus 1, I'm going to write it as root 3 raised to 9 square minus 1. Okay, I'm going to write it like this. Okay, so now what do I have here is this much. Understood this? So I will write this as S of 18 to be equal to 1 upon root 3 into there. This is root, okay, here. Root 3 square minus 1. So this is equal to root 3 because I have to even consider the denominator. So root 3 upon, yes, root 3 minus 1, and this will be equal to root 3 raised to 9 minus 1. This is square. Okay. Now, how much is this equal to? This root 3 square is 3. So, how will I get this? Also, remember that, remember a square minus b square can be written as a minus b into a plus b. Okay. A minus b into a plus b. Okay. So, what do I get here? This is 1 upon root 3 into root 3 minus 1. And this is how much? Root 3 square is 3. 3 raised to 9. So this will be equal to 3 raised to 9 minus 1. Okay. 3 raised to 9 minus 1. Okay. This, let me write this inside and this outside. Like what we have written in the red, we'll write it like that. So that is square and 9. How much is 3 raised to 9? 3 raised to 9 is how much? 19683 is equal to 19683 minus 1 upon root 3 into root 3 minus 1. Okay. Now we are going to use this. Okay. Now we are going to use a square minus b square. So why we are using it? Because there is an irrational conjugate. We are going to use the property of irrational conjugate. So what is this? In the numerator, I have 19682. 83 minus 1 is 82. And in the denominator, root 3, I'm going to let it be. And this root 3 minus 1, I'm going to multiply both with root 3 plus 1 and root 3 upon 2 into root 3 into root 3 plus 1. Okay. Now, if I cancel this 2 and this, I get how much? 9, 8, 4, 1, root 3 plus 1 upon root 3. Do I have such an answer? Yes. See, 9, 8, 4, 1, 1 plus root 3 upon root 3. So, A will give the correct answer. Okay. I'm going to explain it once again. Don't worry. When such type of sums are given, where square roots are involved, remember there is the property that you must remember, that square root of any number, when you square, will give you the number. Okay. Square of any square root will give you the number, and complex conjugate. So that is 1 plus root, not complex, irrational conjugate. 1 plus root a into 1 minus root a will give you 1 minus a. Okay. Why? Because we want to get rid of that square root. That is what is important. Now in this question, a is easy. A is 1 upon root 3. R is easy. I could find out R to be equal to root 3. Fine. Now, only problem is when I substitute, I get 1 upon root 3 raised to 18 minus 1 upon root 3 minus 1. Okay. So, here root 3 raised to 18, I am writing as root 3 raised to 9 into 2, which I am writing as root 3 square into 9. Okay. I'll just write it over here only. So, this is equal to 3 by 9. 3 raised to 9, because root 3 square is 3 raised to 9, which I am using here. So here I am getting 1 upon root 3 minus 1 into 3 raised to 9 minus 1. And then I solve this and I am getting 9841 root 3 plus 1 upon root 3. Okay. Now there are some mixed examples also. Which terms of the progression? This is 256. Okay. So here what has happened is the series is given to you, the sequence is given, and then they are asked to find out. Okay. How much is A? A is 1. How much is N? I don't know. That is what they are asking. Which term? How much is R? R is equal to T1, T2, T3, T4 is equal to, let's take now T4 upon T3, okay? T4 upon T3, which is equal to 8 upon 4, which is equal to 2. And R is also equal to T2 upon T1, which is equal to 2 upon 1, which is also equal to 2. So I am very sure that the given sequence is a geometric progression, okay? Now, T raised to N is equal to A R raised to N minus 1. So, 256 I already have is equal to A. A is how much? 1. R is how much? 2. R is 2. R is 2. 1 into 2 raised to N minus 1. Okay. Now, whenever I have such sums where there are exponentials on both sides, I have to go back to finding out how much is 2 raised to what is 256. Because why I do that? Because here I have got a number 2. So 2 raised to, I think, 8. 2 raised to 8. Yes. 2 raised to 8 is equal to 2 raised to N minus 1. Okay. Now, very important. When numbers on both sides are same, equate the powers. Okay. I can't do that. I can't have 3 raised to 8 is equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. Then I can't, because then 3 and 2 are different. That is not possible. But here 2 and 2 are same. So I can equate the power. So 8 will be equal to n minus 1 and n will be equal to 8 plus 1, which is equal to 9. Okay. So this is how you're supposed to do this sum. Okay. So which term? It is ninth term. And can we verify? Yes, you can easily verify this. Let us find out. T9. T9 will be equal to A R raised to 8. How much is A? A is 1. R is how much? 2. 2 raised to 8. 2 raised to 8 is 256. Okay, so you can also cross check. You can also cross check. Okay, find three numbers in GP whose sum is 19 and product is 216. Okay, if these options are given, let's see. Three numbers whose sum is 19. Let us see. 9 plus 6 plus 4. 15 plus 4, 19. 496. This is also 19. This 1820. Okay, this is obviously not there because the sum should be 19. So between A, B and D. Now our options are A, B and D. The product is 216. So 9 into 6 into 4. 24 nines are. Let me see. 24 into 9. Answer is 216. Okay, so both A and B options satisfy satisfy the condition. Sum is 19 and 216. Options satisfy the given conditions. Okay, but now we have to always remember, check which option is in GP. Okay, so that is what we need to do. So for that, what I have to do for 9, 6, 4. R will be equal to 6 upon 9, which is equal to 2 by 3. And R should also be equal to 4 upon 6, which is again equal to 2 by 3. Okay. This is option A. Option B, 4, 9, 6. R will be equal to 9 upon 4. And R will be equal to 6 upon 9. Do they match? They don't match. So only A will be the correct answer. Okay. If you save 1 paise today, 2 paise the next day, 4 paise the succeeding day, and so on, your total savings in 2 weeks is. Yes, thank you. Gautam, why should R not be negative? R can always be negative, only N cannot be negative. Okay. Yes, Prayukta, very good. Muskan, Jia, Komalpreet, Vidisha. Let me see what this question is. Okay. That is what I'm saying, Jia. They're saying don't do those sums. Those are huge sums. Okay, they are more for your understanding. Just see the answer. If you can remember the answer, fine. Okay. You cannot spend so much time on one single sum. Okay. Don't get worried about it. Yes, Bhumika has already solved this sum. Let us see. If you save 1 paisa today, okay, those sums you have to just know how to what can the possible answer, and then you should be able to tick it. Okay, because those type of sums require at least 7 minutes to solve. So which is not expected, but you must have an overall understanding. So the concepts have been cleared. Those of you who have maths and statistics for your 12th standard also can benefit from solving all those questions. Okay. If you save 1 paisa today, 2 paisa next day, 4 paisa next day, and so on, how much will be in 2 weeks? 2 weeks is how much? 14 days. Okay. So A is how much? 1. N is how much? 14. R is how much? This is T1, T2, T3. 2 upon 1, 2. 4 upon 2 is 2. Okay. So Sn, I want to save. Okay. So I'm going to add them up. A r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1. S of 14 will be equal to A is how much? 1? 1 into r raised to n. So 2 raised to 14 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. So 2 raised to 14 is how much? 16384 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is upon 1. So S14 is equal to 16383. Okay. Now this is in paise. So many paise. How much will I save in 2 weeks? Paise. But usually we don't write in paise. So what I do is S14 16383 divided by 100. So amount saved in 2 weeks is equal to rupees 163.83. Okay? Clear? Yes, Bhumika. Yes. Janani, Gautam, Komalpreet, Ruhani. Yes, Chandana? Yeah. She has written your teaching is simple and easy way, but it can be interesting way. Yes. Thank you so much. It's easy and interesting. Good. Varun Saloni. Yes, Jia understood. Muskan has understood. Swapnali has understood. Asha, Akshata. Yes. The sum of the first 20 terms of a GP is 244 times the sum of the first 10 terms. The common ratio is. Okay. So whenever you see plus minus like this, remember there is something square root is being involved. So you have to be careful, because sometimes one answer is correct, but we forget that whenever I say 4, square root of 4, usually we take 2. Right? But actually square root of 4 is how much? Plus or minus 2. Okay, this plus or minus is very important. And so we have to just keep that in mind while trying to solve this. The sum of the first 20 terms, S20 is equal to how much? A r raised to 20 minus 1 upon r minus 1 is equal to 244 times sum of its first 10 terms will be equal to into A r raised to 10 minus 1 upon r minus 1. Okay. Now, because there is an equal to sign, only then I can do this. This A will cancel with this A. R1 minus 1 will cancel with R minus 1. So I am left with r raised to 20 minus 1 is equal to 244 r raised to 10 minus 1. Okay. Now, this r raised to 20, I can write it as r raised to 10 raised to 2. Okay. Using a raised to m raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. So 2 into 10 is 20. Okay. I'm using this property of indices over here. So this r raised to 20 can be written as r raised to 10 whole square minus 1 is equal to 244 r raised to 10 minus 1. Okay. Now this can be written as a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. Okay. So r raised to 10 square and 1 also I can write it as 1 square. 1 square is also 1. So I can use this property. Okay. So I use this property and I get this can be written as r raised to 10 minus 1 into r raised to 10 plus 1, a minus b into a plus b is equal to 244 r raised to 10 minus 1. Okay. And this r raised to 10 minus 1 will cancel with this r raised to 10 minus 1. So r raised to 10 plus 1 is equal to 244. So r raised to 10 will be equal to 244 minus 1, which is equal to 243. This plus 1, when it comes to this side, it will become minus 1. Now r raised to 10 is equal to 243. Now 243 comes in which table? It will come in the table of 3. 3 into 81 is 243. Now I can see that if I keep doing this, I see that r raised to 10 is equal to 3 raised to 5. Okay. 243 can be written as 3 raised to 5. 3, 9, 27, 81 and 243. But here it is 10 and here it is 5. I can't equate. So what I do is this 3 I'm going to write as very important. 3 can be written as root 3 whole square. Okay. So I will write r raised to 10 is equal to root 3 raised to 10. Okay. Or let me put one more step here. Root 3 whole square raised to 5. Okay. This 3 I have written as root 3 square. So this is equal to root 3 raised to 10. Okay. So now since powers are same, I can equate the numbers. So r will be equal to, now very important thing that I have to write over here, and I purposely did not write it that time so that now you will remember that I have to write 3 to be equal to plus or minus root 3 whole square. So that r is equal to plus or minus root 3. Okay, here also. So r is equal to plus minus root 3 whole square is equal to plus or minus root 3. So r will be equal to plus or minus root 3. So this will be your answer. So the common ratio is 17a plus or minus root 3. Okay, this is an AP sum. Okay, this is an AP sum. Okay. The next sum is simple interest per annum. A person borrows 8,000 at 2.76 simple interest per annum. The principal and the interest are to be paid in 10 monthly installments. If each installment is double the preceding ones, find the value of the first and last installment. So what you do here is first find the simple interest and then using that, you have to like to it you add the principal, and then you have to find this installment. Okay. This then 6C page 6.18 is three numbers are in AP and the sum is 21. If 1, 5 and 15 are added to them respectively, they form a GP. Okay, so here try to use the options. Now three numbers are in AP. What is the difference? 5 minus 7 is 2. 7 minus 9 is also 2. Here it is minus 4. Here it is minus 2. Okay. So here it is plus 2. Okay. So this is out of picture. Now this is how much? 5 minus 7 is minus 2. 9 minus this is plus 4. This is also out of picture. So now either A or D will be the answer. Now let us see. 5, 7 and 9. Are they in AP? Yes, because the difference is common difference of 2. Okay, now if I add 1, 5 and 15 to each of them. So to 5 I add 5 plus 1. To 7 I add 7 plus 1, 7 plus 5, and to 9 I add 9 plus 15. So this is 6, this is 12, and this is 24. Now let us check whether this is a GP. 12 upon 6 is equal to 2, and 24 upon 12 is also equal to 2. So this is the correct answer. Okay, these are the type of questions you can get, where they're testing both your information about the formula and how quickly you are able to identify which formula you are able to use. Akshata, thank you for liking the teaching. Yes, Harshita, easy. This is easy. Chanchal, thank you for the session. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes, Om, thank you for the concepts. Yes. Janvi, Shweta, Janvi, Varun. Very nice. Okay. So you have to do this. Just this last example I'll do. That is the first example. This is more of an AP. A person is employed in the company at 3,000 per month. So monthly income, you should not shy away from word problems, is rupees 3,000. Annual income will become rupees 36,000. Okay. After 1 year, he would get a raise of 100 rupees. So then monthly income will be equal to rupees 3,100, and annual will be equal to rupees, how much is this? 36,000 into 3,100 into 12. 37,200. Okay. So now we could do it. So how much will this be? 25 years. And what is the ratio? The common difference. Okay, so we are using Sn to be equal to n upon 2 twice A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, what is A? A is 36,000. What is D? D is equal to 37,200 minus 36,000. So I get 1,200 as my D. N is how much? 25. So I will get this as 25 upon 2. 2 into 36,000 plus N is 25. 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 into D is 1,200. Okay, so how much will this be? 12 lakh 60,000. Okay, so rupees 12 lakh 60. Okay. Yes, Yash, I told you that you just have to know that answer. You don't have to solve that type of questions. You will be getting these type of questions where you can easily apply the concept and which was solvable in 2.5 minutes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Very good, Asha. Yeah. All crystal clear, Vidushi? Yes. Okay. Thank you all for your patient hearing. Have a great day ahead. Okay. Thank you.